Round 3.
Hello!
Hello! And welcome to the next installment of What's Next? What are we doing today?
Bulbaceous.
Okay, this feels very deja vu, but there you go. I think this is our third try to making this video happen.
Well, we have a cunning plan, which is we have 100 levels. So we're going to make 20 videos of 5 levels each, and it's going to be like a walkthroughs.
Yeah.
So it's basically we're going to make a walkthrough.
We're going to make walkthroughs for every 5 levels, for a total of 100 levels of our game, Bulbaceous. Bulbaceous, a game you can get online, not
many
for
places.
free. So here it is. Yep, you can go and read all that when you bought the game.
I think. Let me just.
Pick. Yeah.
Which one?
Nice.
Misty
Misty Gas was great.
Proven height. Just tell me when to stop.
Stop.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
The dangerous swim is perfect.
Okay.
Okay. So level 1.
It's quite a simple game. You haven't explained the game yet. It's just one button, and you press the button, and it drops, and that's it.
That's pretty much the game.
That is the entire game. That is all you need to know about everything that's going on here. Is you press a button and it drops. You notice there's like colours.
Hopefully you can see plenty of colours.
So I'm just gonna play. You keep talking. So
it's basically like a match 3 game, and you just match the colours and then you clear level.
Level 1, very very easy. Figure we don't have to tell you how to do that one.
It's basically like a pseudo tutorial, I suppose. If you can get through level 1, you should be able to play level 100. Maybe. Yeah.
Level 2 is also easy.
Level 2 is more of a slow
if you
introduction to the different kinds of levels and things that might appear in the game.
You see, what I've done here is I've left the umbrella by not clearing the level. So I now have the option of either landing on that umbrella and warping to level, I think it warps you 5 levels, so it'd be about 7, or clearing the blue one and continuing. Because we're going for all the levels, like this level 2, so we're going to do level 3 next. I'm not going to do the warp. I'm just showing you that that's how you get to the warp.
Yes.
And there's lots of warps.
Lots of warping. The umbrella, if you hadn't noticed by now, is a reference to another game.
Bubble.
Yes, and this is Bulbaceous.
Now you see there's a new bulb type, which shatters if you land on it.
It's more like an ice thing. So.
I think the first 5 levels are going to be very easy.
Very easy. And here it introduces 2 more bolt types, which is a rock and that thing, which hopefully if you fall on will show what it is.
That thing. I missed.
Yeah, I can see that.
Show me too.
You can try again. Oh, there you go. It's a bomb. Yeah, so...
And obviously the bomb explodes anything, even the rocks. So although the rocks you can't normally get rid of, you can blow them up.
Yeah. So another easy level.
Are you sure we're just going to do the first 5? We might want to do the first 10 because...
That's going to rob them of one more episode.
Well, you don't... I mean, we just do one... Maybe
okay, it's fine.
1 to 10 because we're going to be at 5 any second now and I haven't really
Alright,
done
we'll keep going then.
So, the first intro, 1 to 10, that seems reasonable. First 10 levels, I can do the first 10 levels. I think this one's another easy one. I think we're going to see that a lot of the ones at the beginning, we actually made them quite easy.
Yeah, so we are lulling you into a false sense of security.
See, look, we're done now, it's level 5, right? It's just that, there's nothing really to talk about. You just sort of drop the things and it sort of, it works. There's nothing you have to be particularly clever about.
Timing is of absolute key.
Because you only have the one button. So you can't aim, you've got to follow the swing.
Yep.
I'm not following the swing. Well, I'm following the swing on my laptop, which is the opposite direction to over there.
Pretty much.
Anyway, new ball, which you can see dangling. and that one, when it lands on a coloured ball, every single other coloured ball that's that colour on the level gets removed. So if I drop it, it just takes that one away because there's only one of those on the level.
Pretty much.
But you'll see later on when I drop it again, because it will come through. See, there we go. I can now drop it on that blue one, and it gets both of them.
Oh, that's another new ball.
That's a new ball for this level. Is the what do we call that?
I have no idea.
We call it that thing that gets rid of all the balls.
Pretty much, yeah. I think all of the balls, different balls have names, but you know, you can't remember all. How many balls we have with different things?
I don't know, like 20 or so.
Yeah, so there's so many. You can't, you know, remember all the names of your children.
No, I can't remember any of the names of my children. Okay, now this one, you see, there's this one here, which is the same as these ones down here. So if I take that one out, it will clear up most of the level, and it won't look like I'm about to die, which is what it currently feels like. There we go.
Yay!
But again, this level, I mean, looks a bit harder. It's actually quite easy because you get so many of those clear everything on the level that the level pretty much clears itself no matter what you do. It's very hard for you to get to a point where you're stuck on this level. Looks a bit dangerous.
Although you can be. You see, you shouldn't have dropped that there. You should have dropped it down there. There's many ways of playing this game, obviously. Yeah.
Obviously, but I mean, you're going to be hard pressed to lose. And if you notice down the bottom there, you see there's another...
one of those umbrellas.
One of those umbrellas. So, if I wanted to, I could get that and warp again forward. So there's lots of warp. So if you play the levels again, you can jump forward quite easily. And there's probably a reason for that. Would you like to explain the reason for that?
Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah, you don't know, do you?
No, I don't.
It's because you get a different score depending upon when you clear the levels. Yeah. So you get these cookies, which you can see is this little number down here, and the cookies can be spent swapping your balls. You want to swap your balls up there to kind of basically cheat on levels that you get a bit stuck on. But if you do the levels without cheating, you get more cookies when you go through. So it's like it's a proper clear. So you can use the warps and you can get to later levels without necessarily having to play all 100. So if you're looking at trying to beat 100 from the beginning, you probably want to use the warps to get up that far, otherwise you're going to be playing for a very long time. Unless
you're a sucker for more punishment. Explosions. Yeah. So more explosions, more balls, and we will get to the swap shop.
No, I'm not going to show that yet. That could be episode 2.
Okay, great.
So in the first 10 levels, I'm not going to get stuck.
You can though.
You can, but I'm not going to.
If you're not paying attention, you can get stuck.
Because it's all just going to, there's a limit to where you can go. The first few are kind of easy. They're just to warm you up. There's some opportunities to score quite high at some of them if you set the right chain.
Yeah.
But mostly it's just a bit of a warm up, just to learn to drop balls and so on. Okay, we're up to level 9.
Okay, this one is a little bit tricky. It's like, ooh, everything looks so simple until it comes here and you're like, what?
This is the one that teaches you how to die. What you'll find out is if the swingy ball, the one that is swinging back and forth, my finger is not following, the one that is swinging back and forth, if it hits any of the stuff down here, that's when you die. You only get the one life, because it's hardcore.
There's only one mode, hardcore.
Only one mode, one life mode, hardcore. So if that touches anything, you're dead. That's it. There's no ifs, there's no buts, there's no second chances. One hit, you lose, and you have to start again from level.
Unless you go and get the warp balls.
Unless you get the warp balls, or unless you spend some of your cookies to start on a slightly later level, which is the other way of jumping forward.
I will show you that later.
Well, we'll show you that on the next episode. I'm not going to die here.
Okay.
Because the other thing we've introduced is these sponge
Those
things.
are sponges, not cheese toast or...
And you'll see they fall down, but they also reduce the water level. So although the blocks slowly move up, breaking one of these pushes it back down to minimum level. So you're not going to, it's not going to be pushed up so high so quick because you keep smashing those. And it's just a case of placing the balls that you're given somewhere safe, and finally matching one like that. And then see, you got rid of some, right? And then you just have to keep going like that and make sure you match everything pretty carefully, because if you get it wrong, it's bad. See, that was a good shot. Went right in there, hit the corner.
Very close.
So yeah, this is probably, you get this far and this is going to be your first taste of the death. But obviously I'm a professional, I've been playing this for many months now. So it's not going to get me unless I stop paying attention. So I'm just going to clear this level off fairly simply.
You don't seem convinced.
I'm winning. I'm winning. See, almost done. So this is level 9, which is, you know, where it starts getting hard. And this is level 10, and this, I think you can see, it's got another little warp down there. It's fairly easy to clear this level, but what's difficult is clearing it, leaving something at the bottom so that you can hit the warp. So some of these levels look easy, but when you've got an alternative aim, such as getting to the umbrella, they're actually somewhat more difficult.
Yes, totally changed the strategy of the game. Ooh, that was very close. But you're not gonna go to the warp though.
No, I'm not, because this is level 10. We're only going to go up to level 10. So right now, because I'm smart, right, I've got choice of the warp or just clearing the level. And I'm just going to clear the level, and then I think we're going to call it a day.
And that's a preview of what's to come.
And that's the first 10 levels 1 to 10.
Well,
and
yeah. So
I'm going to use the shop to just to exit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy this ball. This ball you don't want to buy because it's an instant suicide. So if you wanted to end your game, you can just it's very cheap, costs nothing, but that's kind of the clue. It's got a skull and crossbones on it, and it costs nothing. It's not going to be good, is it? I mean, think about it. So yeah, that's how you die, very very easily.
There you go. That's Bulbaceous 1 to 10.
Levels 1 to 10, and I guess next time around we'll show. I mean, it gets more harder, you know. So there's actually
get progressively harder.
There's something we can say about the other levels, which explains why they're a bit harder. Apart from that, I think we're done. I'm going to exit the game, I believe.
Very good.
And just as a final thing, just remind people where this comes from, which is you can get it on the Pi Store. It's actually available on, it runs on one of these things, and it's on the official Pi Store. It's called Bulbaceous. It's also, there's builds for the game stick, but that's not actually released yet. You can get it on the Android store, which you, again, just search for Bulbaceous on the Google Play. So it's Bulbaceous, Bulbaceous. And you will find Dr. Bulbaceous Puzzle Solver, which you can see here. Actually, here's the intro. Can you see the intro?
I think that's a hand there.
Where's the full screen mode? Full screen.
Rights to clean the wells of Bulba. The town, which by our calculations contains over 100 dirty wells, each in need of jolly good cleaning. Join us and invest in your future.
Studies are conclusive. OCFC is not responsible for any damage, distress, and/or poisoning that existing well cleaning techniques may or may not cause.
There it is. That is technically the trailer.
That's a trailer. Yeah, they wanted the trailer. I don't know. Anyway, so your Bulbaceous is on your
Google Play Store.
Your Google Play Store. It's also, well, technically it's in the City Desora thing, but it's not okayed yet. I think we uploaded it a few weeks back, but they seem to take ages. But obviously that's the same store as the Pi store, so that's why it's on there as well. But there should hopefully be other versions popping up. Or you can go to our store and go to the main webpage, which is bulbaceous.com. Bulbaceous, bulbaceous.com, in which all the links will be there.
All the links will be there for places you can get the game from. And that's pretty much it, I suppose. Yeah. Are we going to download? We're not going to download?
No, because it don't work yet, so just ignore that bit, just those bits.
Just
that bit
3.
don't work yet, no. Still writing that bit.
Right, so there you go. Thanks for listening.
Mm-hmm.